Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Just here right now, got some of my leeks, onion, carrot, getting ready to put it down into the pot and start making some tomato leek soup for my son Kagan. He absolutely loves it, so I'm going to just take a shot at this camera thing and see how it turns out. Okay, so we have some celery, some onions, some carrot, all grown locally, all grown actually from my garden here in the Roberts. So anyway, next over here we got some of the leeks. This is the Rockstar. I like to make sure that you give it a good rinse and drain because they get the little tiny bits of earth and stuff gets down into the bottom. To make sure that it's nice and clean. Take it and give it a nice bam. Into the pot. I was going to use these leeks actually for tomorrow for Thanksgiving for dinner, but my son Kagan said I was only going to use them in the dressing. Kagan don't eat the dressing, but he loves my tomato and leek soup. Sorry for a little bit of that shadow. So anyway, he said, Dad, make some of the soup. So that's what I'm attempting to do. And I said, just as well to go and upload it to YouTube and let anyone see it. Just sauteing the vegetables down there, trying to go and build a bit of flavor. And we'll be back in a few minutes when we add some more ingredients. Another few minutes have passed. Everything is all cooking down nicely. Since the last time I was on here, I put in some yellow peppers as well. Full point of mushrooms. That'll all come down to get yourselves a nice flavor. Some time for a bit of stock. And then of course we'll put in some nice diced tomatoes. And it's time to blend. Alright, back in a bit. We're getting a really good fond on the bottom here right now, so I'm almost soon ready to deglaze. But before I do, I just want to add in some granulated onion, even though I got lots of onion, not lots of onions and leeks in there, and just a little bit of salt. So that wasn't too much salt. All cooking up nice. I forgot to mention that during the last bit here that I did put in about 6 cloves of fresh garlic as well. So the place here is smelling amazing right now. We're getting close to finishing up this and get the immersion blender onto it, get nice and creamy, silky, whatever word you want to go and use. Ciao. Bubble, bubble, bubble. She's popping here now. Got the stock in. I used chicken stock actually on this. I guess I could have used vegetable stock, beef stock, whatever you have. And we don't usually put a lot of aromatics in our soups and stews and that just because it's not, I don't have a lot of fans here in the house of that kind of stuff, but I do like to shove in a little bit of oregano, so I have my oregano. I'm not going to put too much in there. I'm going to say that was probably a little bit over a teaspoon maybe. And of course then, as I promised, we have to put in some nice diced tomatoes. As you can see, that's 28 ounces. That's one, I put in 2 of those. And we're going to let this stew. I'll mix it up of course in a second there when I can. I suppose I can now. Why not? Oh, that'll all get mixed up here now. Stewed up, get the flavors going together. And we'll see you back in a few minutes. Okay, so Mr. Immersion Blender has done his job. I think the muffler is going out of that one. Jesus, Mary St. Joseph, that's pretty loud. Anyway, so we're down to our kind of tomato, leek, vegetable puree, whatever you want to call it. This trick, as I call it, is the best trick that I can get to give Kagan as many vegetables as possible. He's not really into it, so what I can go and put in peppers, mushrooms, carrots, you know, sometimes potatoes, certainly a lot of tomatoes and other different vegetables. Put it all in, bang the immersion blender onto it, and he thinks it rocks. Little bit of things in there as well. Some garlic, some, of course, salt and pepper, and a few other things like that. But the reason why I want to kind of keep it here with us is that I also like to finish my soups in that there with a little bit of white wine vinegar. And where am I to this? A little bit of Worcester. Now Heinz and Bertolli and all the rest of them, I don't get no kind of residuals or whatever the hell you call it for any of that kind of stuff. Is that I find that it's lovely, it works, and it makes it yummy. Alright, so I'm going to just finish it off with a few little dabs. And I guess a couple little things that I find that is wonderful to finish it off. Of course, Worcester, you can't go wrong with that. Worcestershire, whatever Guy Fieri calls it, I'm not really sure. Good fella. Anyway, this here is one of my rock stars. There's just a bit of brown sugar. Give it a little bit of sweetness. Bring it up a bit. And just a second now. I gotta put you in. Back up again. Like I said, white wine vinegar. A nice little splash. A little bit of acid. Acidity or whatever you want to call it. So we put in the Worcester, we put in a little bit of white wine vinegar, a little bit of sugar as well. There certainly will cut the tomatoey flavour that's there onto it and give it a little bit more of a balance. And just take my old handy dandy wooden spoon, and I don't know if you can see the light is actually giving it a nice little sheen, nice little glisten. Smells amazing. And I think my boy's going to be pretty well happy that he got a little bit of tomato and leek soup, which actually is more of a vegetable soup with lots of Mr. Tomatoes included. I'll finish this in a second now with probably a little bit of sour cream if I got it here. And that's it, we're done. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Follow me on Just a Foodie or Ron Delaney on my YouTube channel. Anyway, appreciate it. God love you, and we'll see you soon. Okay, we got our tomato leek soup all ready for my boy. Finishing off with just a little bit of sour cream. More for presentation, as you see there right now. I'm going to put a little bit of chives. Chives from my garden as well there. Those chives actually freeze really well. So that's what you get there right now, is a little bit of frozen chives. Let's give you a little bit of crunch, a little bit of flavor. Nice presentation. And that's it. Tomato and leek soup from Just a Foodie here in Bay Roberts, Newfoundland, Canada. Hope to see you soon. Take care and happy Thanksgiving, Canada. Bye.